Ah, I've got my music turned all the way off. How about a little bit of tunes? Yeah, baby. Chow, chow, chicka, chow, chow. I love this track so much. It's so good. Oh, the Blizzard music people, keep it coming. We love you so much. All right, in the bottom left-hand corner of Turbo Cruise 84 LE in the blue, playing Protoss, it is the brave, the gallant, the true hero of Lord of the Rings, Samwise himself. Mr. Gamgee, I salute you. Win this one for the gaffer. In the top right-hand corner, in the red, playing Zerg, famed author Gertrude, it is Stein. I was trying to think of other famous Steins I know, but I think I only know Gertrude Stein and Ben Stein. If you don't know who Ben Stein is, I'm sure if you've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he was the economics teacher in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the one who said, Bueller, that guy, Ben Stein. Fun movie fact if you're into cinema. So they hired Ben Stein to be the economics teacher in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he showed up on set and he was like, so where are my lines? And they were like, yeah, could you just talk about economics like really boringly for about 20 minutes? And so he apparently, and I'm not sure if this is still true, but I've heard that he improv'd that entire lecture when he's talking about voodoo economics. And we know that the president then created a tariff, and he said that when supply went up, demand would rise to meet it. This is known as something economics, something do economics, voodoo economics. That guy, Ben Stein. I wonder if he's related to our Zerg player, Stein. Alright, so, spawning pool down, hatchery in the natural, and Stein with an Overlord here, a very aggressive Overlord, getting a giant scout out on everything in his opponent's base. Wow, one Stalker would really end this whole man's career. But, geez, Stein gonna pop that Overlord in, see everything that he needs to see, and we'll even see, ooh, look at this, the Overlord gonna spot that Robo facility as well. So Stein gonna be in good shape there, knowing what Samwise is going up to tech-wise. Now, Zergling speed has been started here, but no additional tech yet for Stein. Am I zoomed all the way in? Yeah, okay, I am. There we go. Just making sure my camera's in the right place. And wow, that Overlord gonna make it out with its life. Ooh, maybe not. Stalker is here, baby. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Where's that Overlord queued to? Stein, right here. Here. Oh, Stein gonna lose an Overlord for nothing. That's a real shame. You dug too greedily and too deep there, Overlord. You know what you have awakened in the dark. Good pick by the Zergling there. That is the last Zergling standing. It's so rare you see a Zergling without a depth kill. But a nice cut there by Stein, who's rushing a couple more Zerglings across the map now, actually, behind this. Warp Prism already on the way now for Samwise. And with the Twilight Council behind this, I think some Blink play, or possibly Charged Zealots. I mean, those are pretty much your two options. We've seen Glaved Adepts falling further and further out of style the last couple months, especially at the high levels of play. So we'll see if Samwise decides to research anything out of that Twilight Council, but for now, just going to be a Warp Prism coming out with a gateway, two gateways behind it. There it is, Zealot Charge coming down. So Samwise setting up for a Zealot Charge attack, but the Warp Prism definitely going to be able to support anything he does here. There's no scouting, actually, in these wide open bases here of Turbo Cruise 84. So this is what's really, one of the things I really like about Turbo Cruise is that the main base is really not, it's really wide open. Even if you take your third, you don't have vision on anything that's going on here. So your third base can't scout out, like accidentally, a big drop into your main or anything. So if the Warp Prism comes all the way around the map here, drops into the main, it's going to be in really good shape to get some real damage done. And that's one of the dangers of playing on Turbo Cruise 84. I know everybody always talks about these inhibitor zones in the middle of the map, but there is so much going on as far as the outside of the map goes. Of course, your natural wide open to harassment as well. If you take your fourth base here, though, your natural, by the time that happens, your natural is usually pretty well protected. All right, so there we go. Roach Warren just about to finish up here for Stein. We're going to have to see how many roaches he decides to crank out. Another big round of drones coming out for Stein. Already has those all set up to go down to this third base. Oh, Stein. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Buddy. Stay active. Stay busy. Stein's got some lazy drones there. That's alright. They're just drones, man. Hey, distinct or district? I can't tell which one you are, Mort. But howdy, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're enjoying it. We are just queuing up for our first big attack, or our first big Protoss attack, rather, in the Platinum Heroes. Alright, Zealots warping in here. And this is actually a pretty sizable attack force here from Samwise. Now, Stein does have one Spine Crawler on the way, but that's going to get picked off almost immediately. Not even a cancel, just picked off here. The Warp Prism ready to micro some of these Immortals. These two Immortals going to do a lot of damage here as Samwise moves into the third base. Some more Zealots being warped in here, and this drone line under attack. So many drones falling down. 14, 15, make it 16 drones. Oh, it's disgusting. How about... Oh, jeez. The third is going to be immediately sacked. We see 9 roaches on the way, but even that might not be enough here. +1/+1, not going to have time to finish up here. Already under assault. One Queen trying to lay some creep down is going to get picked off immediately. The Charge Zealots spending their charge on that Queen. The other Queen also getting picked off. Oh, all the transfuses are gone here. The Evolution Chamber is under assault here. One down. Second one going down as well. These roaches have a really nice position on the ramp here, but there is just so much on the ground for Samwise. The War Prism up front here. I don't think Stein can defend against this. The Zealots make their way into the natural middle Rhine as well. Stein just gonna GG right out, and Samwise gonna take that #1 game and send us into game #2 with the Protoss on the front foot. Well played by Samwise. That was just a really solid 2-base Immortal push, the kind of thing that you would expect from a pro player. It was very well executed, very well done. Congratulations to Samwise. Now, Stein is going to get to choose the next map. The first map in the round of 16 for Platinum Heroes is Turbo Cruise 84 LE every time. So every player that joins this tournament in the round of 16 is going to play on Turbo Cruise 84. Loser gets to pick the next map. So Stein coming up next. Waiting to see what map choice he goes for. We'll throw a couple minutes on the clock, and hopefully... Aha, alright, so Stein has made his choice. Gonna find ourselves on Cyber Forest LE. Beautiful, what a good map. I love Cyber Forest. Hey chat, can you tell me, do you know where Cyber Forest is in the galaxy? There's a real answer to that question. What planet is Cyber Forest on? I don't have any money. I can't give you a gift if you actually get it right. But, do let me know if you know what planet Cyber Forest is on. I will tell you during the game if you miss it. Alright, so we're loading up our game now. Cyber Forest LE between Samwise and Stein. Our Protoss player, Samwise, with a really good 2-base attack there. Dropped his macro at the end, as a couple of you in chat have noticed, but... really, he did a pretty valiant job there. Just destroying the third and moving out. Oh, hold on. We're going to have to remake. Alright, I got to remake. Sorry, guys. We had one of our players who wasn't queued up for the correct race. So we'll have to remake this match really quickly. And I don't see any guesses in the chat yet as to what planet Cyber Forest is on. Oh, I'm so excited to share with you guys. It's one of my favorite parts of the map. Okay, now we're loading into the game finally. Both players with the correct race chosen this time. Finally getting in to our second game here on Cyber Forest LE. Stein versus Samwise. Bude just left your seat and it's already ended. I'm so sorry, Bude. It is the planet where that Wings of Liberty scientist came from. Okay, so I could show my ignorance here. There might actually be a real answer to this question. Let's introduce these two players and then I'll show you what I think Cyber Forest is actually on. In the bottom right-hand corner in the blue, playing Protoss, up 1 game, it is Samwise. And his opponent in the red, playing Zerg, It's Stein. Okay, so let's see if I can find him. But I know on Cyber Forest there are... Where are they? I'm going to find it, guys. I'm going to find it, I promise. There they are. Here it is. In the top corner of Cyber Forest. Do you see these little dudes? Do they look familiar at all if you've ever watched Star Wars? Well, furry guys with sticks and a fire. This is 100% an Ewok. We are absolutely on the forest moon of Endor, and if you tell me differently, I disagree. I don't even care what the official document says. This is absolutely the forest moon of Endor. Don't at me on Twitter. Or do, but, you know. Look at that. Come on, those are Ewoks, 100%. 100% we're on the forest moon of Endor right now. Alright. So, I can't wait. So, I'm on a 60-second delay here because there is money on the line for this tournament. So, we're on a 60-second delay, which is a little frustrating because now I'm going to have to wait for chat to not laugh at my joke for a minute longer than I usually have to wait for chat to not laugh at my joke. You guys wouldn't appreciate... whatever. I'll wait and see. Alright. Spawning pool now finally coming up from Stein here. Natural expansion just about to finish up. We'll watch that one blorch its way out. Oh, there it is. Natural expansion finishes up there. The natural for Samwise about halfway done. Cybernetics Corn Gateway going to form up that nice little wall at his natural here. So there it is. Chat's finally catching up with the Ewoks. Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, man. Forest Moon of Endor. 100%. Cyber Forest. Just like, fun fact, Turbo Cruise 84 is in Seoul. Because if you look at one of the sides of one of the buildings, or it's, I guess, somewhere in Korea, because the sides of one of the buildings in Cyber Forest is a PC bong. Like a PC room. Yeah, man. Alright. Forge coming down from Samwise. Looks like he wants to crank out a couple upgrades this game. So Samwise showing us that maybe he feels very comfortable with what he's doing and how easily he won the last game with this really, really efficient timing push. We can see him getting out that Stalker. And he should be closing up his wall quite soon with that probe. Dropping another gateway to support his push. Ooh, an early Roach Warren, though, from Stein. Well, earlier than last game, at least, from Stein. And no double Evo chamber to go along with it. So Stein could be going for a budget Roche push here. With no upgrades, really, to support that besides Link Speed. Now, the Roach Warren, I don't believe, has been scouted yet by Samwise. Of course, his hallucinated Phoenix there is going to... Oh, don't get distracted. Samwise. Samwise. Go. Scout. Okay, he is going to scout it out. Thank goodness. Is going to... Did he see that? Okay, surely he did. Saw that Roach Warren pop. Saw the natural. Is going to see one gas taken. Needs to... What are you... You can't actually do damage. What are you doing? Okay, so scouting Phoenix, getting a little full of itself there. You're not a real Phoenix. You can't actually do damage, bro. Ah, never mind. There it is. Evo chambers behind this. More drones coming down, but no third base, tellingly, from Stein yet. He saw he got two-based last game, and he was like, oh, you can two-base? Well, it takes one to know one, buddy. Let's tango. I don't know why Stein suddenly became like Clint Eastwood. It takes one to know one, buddy. Let's tango. I think... Now, this is interesting. This doesn't look like a full wall to me. And in fact, we can see there's a gap here and a gap here. This is a really interesting build from Stein, who is not walling in quite the way you would expect someone to wall in. Now, it shouldn't be a big deal. He's playing against a Protoss, not against a Zerg or anything. And he is going to take his third base, so... Well, he's going to take his third base soon, so it doesn't matter, right? He's going to take his third base. He's going to take his third. Stein's got 600 minerals. He's going to take his. Stein is going to hallucinated Warp Prism, causing a bit of a tizzy here. But Stein's going to take his third base, so it doesn't matter. He's got. Come on, Stein. 600 minerals. What are you doing, bro? Okay, whatever. Protoss moving out. Oh, really, Stein? As soon as I click away from him, he takes his third base. Come on! I called this. Let it be known in the chat. I called that he was taking... You know what? Never mind. All right. So, Stein, supply block now after losing those 2 overlords, is going to try and start a fight here, but the Warp Prism from Samwise not really engaging in this fight quite as much as it should. Could be picking up units here. Is going to set up into Warp Prism mode, warping in some Zealots in the front. Those warping in Zealots actually going to eat a lot of damage here, and Stein looks like he might just get rolled over again here. There's no Immortals this time with the push, but it's still a very powerful Gateway army. Guardian Shield doing a great deal of work here, and here we see Stein able to get, Stein rather, is getting a lot of surface area on his units here, as Samwise is able to push in through both of these gaps in the wall. Now, +1/+1 is going to, well, oh no. Okay, so +1 finishes for Stein, but Samwise knocking at his front door now. Okay, the Warp Prism is causing a lot of damage here. Should be picking up a couple units here to try and save him there. Some cute little micro there. Dropping some Zealots behind here. The Zealots getting a huge surface area all around, wrapped 360 degrees around these Roaches. The Roaches just getting absolutely evaporated here. 6 more pouring out now from Stein, but Samwise has established a really, really forward position. He's cut probe production, and this attack looks really dangerous. +1 has finished up, of course, for our Protoss player. Now, Roach Speed about to finish, but it doesn't matter. The Roaches are dying as soon as they leave. The Queen from the 3rd base gets immediately sacked. Zealots chasing Roaches. Zealots on the ramp, taking out Roaches there. This is a walkover. Stein down to only 8 army supply. More Zealots warping in. Stein gonna GG out, and Samwise is gonna take game number 2 and the series.